Welcome everybody to this game. This is going to be game one of the finals, a very fun finals. We're going to have IM.Horror, the purple Zerg, in the top, going up against BC Corn, a Terran player I know nothing about. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if he's a Smurf. I'm assuming it's a Smurf because right now we're just rife with Korean pros just smurfing it up in this Zotac up as my screen goes haywire, but this is definitely going to be fun. So, now, we are watching another TVZ. This has been a tournament of TVZ. We've seen Czech versus Goody. We saw Horror versus Goody. We saw, we had one ZVZ for the quarterfinals of Horror versus, it was like TD something or other. FXO.Tree. Oh, sweet. So we have an FXO player. Awesome. Awesome. I'll actually quickly update that. FXO.Tree. So that is, thank you for that. So we're already having, it is a Smurf. We're having FXO.Tree going up against IM.Horror. FX Open versus Incredible Miracle. I have to say, this is a very fun thing to go ahead and take a part of. So big thank you to Zotac for letting me know that. Now we're going to see that Corn is moving forward with a couple SCVs. He's going to go ahead and try and finish his barracks that was put onto the low ground. That's very interesting. You can see that this drone actually may be able to take out another SCV, maybe. You can see it pushing back, but there are more SCVs being pulled and everything. This actually allows Overlord to successfully hide over there in the top right. Horror is actually throwing down a spawning pool first, not going for the hatchery first. This must be a very early Rax I was able to see, but I'm kind of wondering why not going for the hatchery first, because this has been delayed quite a bit. And see that this drone is still running around doing a good job of just being aggressive in the face of all this, and the SCVs are turning back to the mineral lines. First Marine is going down. No gases quite yet, though. I think it's going for a gasless expansion, just trying to get this Marine, I guess, out faster to be aggressive, but that's not really happening right now. It's kind of odd that Tree's going for this barracks down here without going for a 2-racks somewhere else, like a hidden kind of 2-racks. I'd almost expect him to go for this and then have like another barracks like in the gold or something to be really aggressive. Because I know something that Slayer's Boxer likes to do is have two barracks being built over here, lift them off here, and then do 2 racks from there. It's the kind of thing that he would do, or maybe even more. I don't know, you can get more aggressive and be safe in that, because then you can just easily just lift them up and bring them into the main base, and you're fine when you just lift them off to the low ground. But there's Corn or Tree going for his command center at the bottom, and then lifting off his own barracks. And I'm really excited to see what's going to be happening in this game. This spawning pool is continuing to just sit there. No gas or metabolic boost quite yet. We can see the drones transferring to the natural expansion. So both players are doing odd openings, considering the placements of their buildings and the fact that Horror didn't go for the hatchery first. But double refinery has been thrown down. Probably going to see Hellions after all this. We can see that actually SCU is taking out this command center. Now we have a lot more moving forward. We're going to try and be aggressive against all that. But we're going to see actually that Marine gets taken out. Now SCVs are very vulnerable. You can see their numbers dwindling very quickly. You can see Horror able to actually continue attacking command center, forcing the cancel. Oh, that is huge. Command center now being built inside the main base of Tree, and Horror making perfect use of these very few Zerglings to the point of forcing a cancel, killing off SCVs, and Horror's got himself a nice early lead, killing off 4 SCVs so far. Very nice job with that. In the meantime, he's happily ahead in the worker count, 22 to 17. He's getting his gas, he's getting his metabolic boost. Everything is looking to be very solid. As there is the factory going down, we're going to see the reactor being built. So this is basically going to end up being a delayed reactor to Hellion expansion kind of play, as opposed to it being a gasless expand like it was supposed to be. Tree was supposed to have his orbital command up, functional and everything by now, but as you can see, that is clearly not the case. So Horror is just going to go ahead and get out his Baleen Nest and work on taking up to a normal ZVT after his initial pretty solid position that he was able to put himself in. So we can see that this Overlord is going to move in, get ready to go ahead and scout. We can see that this Overlord is doing a great job of actually seeing but both the gases have been put up, and he's probably going to be expecting some kind of tech play to move forward. We can see that the reactor is going to be added on to that factory and see double how he's coming out fairly soon, though he doesn't have quite 200 minerals yet. He's actually throwing down a tech lab on top of that barracks. So we have the factory getting out those units. We have a lot of banelings actually morphing inside the middle of the map. We might just see a huge bust coming from a horror. You can see him attacking the SCV that's for. I don't think I actually saw anything, but Korn has Horror is going to be able to move forward. He hasn't really seen. He has seen that other command center, so he knows that this is what's going on. And now we're going to see him busting the front. There are so few units out. We can see them moving forward, and oh, goodbye reactor, goodbye all those units. So many lings inside the base, and a Horror is going to just wreck everything right now. And oh god, Bane is going to go ahead, nice explosion off all those SCVs. I think we're having a very fast game number 1 right now, as this is just going to go and destroy everything. Just horribly wrong. 26 drones are left compared to 4 SCVs, and Tree cannot be happy with how this game is going. Horror has manhandled him in this opener, and there's GG. Horror wins game number 1.